Hello everybody, I'm Catriona Morten, I'm a sensory-motor psychotherapist. Today what we're going to talk about is how bullying affects us and how the impact of it stay with us. So before I jump into it, if you're enjoying these videos, then please like and subscribe to our channel because it really helps us help more of you. When we've been bullied, then the experience of that has been very, very unwelcome attention. That we've been noticed, but for the wrong reasons. And it can be our appearance, the things that we say, the behaviours that we have. If people are going to bully, then they're going to find something, it doesn't matter what it is. And it makes us really, really averse to any kind of attention, not just unwelcome attention. And so it makes being noticed, being heard, being visible a really uncomfortable experience because we automatically assume, because it's happened so many times, that something bad is going to come as a result of it. And we develop a real fear, an innate fear of being around a lot of people, being around crowds of people, and it makes us highly anxious and shrink and not want to be noticed and want to hide. Because back then, that was probably the best coping mechanism. We developed strategies, not in a conscious way. We don't wake up and say, right, today I'm going to really stay under the radar and not get noticed at school or wherever we're being bullied. We just develop those things. We don't take up so much space. We become quieter. We make ourselves invisible so that we're minimising the attention that's brought to us. Often when I'm working with people, what I'll notice about them is when I observe something that they're doing, I just notice when you're talking about that, your hands tapping the pen, your legs jiggling up and down, your eyes are darting around, you're looking really uncomfortable. When I bring my attention to those things, people who have been bullied stop it immediately because their automatic response is, I've been noticed and something bad is going to happen. And it's unconscious, they do it without even thinking. And so what we're doing in the therapy session is making these unconscious things that we've just accommodated, that we've just learned how to do, we're making them conscious. We're understanding why they were good strategies at the time. And if people want to be more comfortable around others, then we've got to deal with the internal experience that's happening and also be able to have different mannerisms and different ways of being that allow us to take up a bit more space, be a bit more expansive, not go silent and quiet when people are talking to us, to be able to have our voice heard. And we can't just switch these things off. They're there, they're innate, they come up. We genuinely feel that real unease and discomfort. For a lot of people, before they're going out to any kind of social event, they have to take a drink, a bit of Dutch courage, to give them a bit of confidence. So it's easier for them to be seen and not feel so, not just self-conscious, but often terrified, absolutely fearful of people, without any real kind of matching in the head about why that is. We might give ourselves a bit of a narrative, but we don't really know why it is. Just, I hate being in front of people. The thought of giving a presentation or speaking in front of people can be absolutely cripplingly difficult. When in a session I'm noticing when somebody stops doing something and we start to make those things more conscious, in order to make it feel easier, we have to locate what else is happening in the body that's making it feel so excruciatingly difficult. Often it's in the breath because we'll want to be very quiet and subdue our breath. And so it goes very, very shallow, very quiet. Some people purse their mouths closed so they can't say anything. When we can quieten the internal, say if your chest's gone really tight or your stomach's starting to kind of churn, does it help if you put a hand on there, on those two places? Just give it a few moments. Does it allow it to settle? If the answer is yes, then you found a resource that works. If it makes it tighter and more difficult to breathe, and you can feel the anxiety going up, then maybe if we take our attention completely away from this place to something else, maybe moving our feet, moving our toes inside our shoes, doing one foot at a time, speeding them up. So you have to take your conscious awareness into what you're doing with your feet. Now check back in with your breath. Has it eased? If it has, that's your resource. And so you're doing some experiments to find what allows the breath to settle, because when the breath and anything in your stomach is going on high alert, sending a message to your brain that there's something wrong, and you'll start just going a little bit offline, so it's harder to think and speak. So when we make this our job and we learn how to settle it, then we've got a resource, and then we can start pushing your arms into your sides. Sometimes when we just increase that, make it conscious, it just automatically allows them to leave our sides a little bit. And just allowing people the experience, a safe experience, not an unregulated experience of taking up more space, breathing out instead of holding our breath, giving ourselves permission to just be however we are and keep that power within us. When we're being picked on and bullied, then the people that are doing this hold the power, and we become absolutely super conscious about what they're doing, because they're going to be trying to shame us or show us up or make fun of us. When we're working with this, then we have to keep the attention with us. So if we start to feel really, really self-conscious and we're scanning the room and being really, really aware of what everybody's doing, bring the attention back to yourself. Even if it's just, I can feel myself squeezing and releasing my muscles. When you do that and you're following it and you're really squeezing tight and then releasing them slowly, all your focus is on you and not on them. So we're keeping us in control, and we're keeping us with the power and diminishing the impact that that has on us. Then we're looking at the impact that that has, what we're doing, settling, resourcing, and making the unconscious conscious. No, it's okay. I give myself permission to move and to be seen. I'm not going to shrink. I'm not going to withdraw and go really, really small. I'm going to settle my nervous system. I'm going to regulate myself, and I'm going to give myself permission to just move. Let my arms stay away from my sides. If my feet are tapping, give them a job to do. Just bringing it all under your control. And it can just really, really help have a new experience, present moment experience, and also give you a whole different way of managing yourself. And it's not just to fake it till you make it, because if you're really, really managing your breath and easing your breath, you are taking control. You are having more mastery over yourself. And that just automatically gives you more confidence. So if you have experienced bullying, I really hope that this has been helpful, helps you make sense of what's happened to you and why you behave the way that you behave, and give you some tools to get on the right path to making those changes. So don't forget, if you've enjoyed this video, like, subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye!